back to our channel Sasing Umpam TV. My name is Tamara Ulia and I'm a student of English Literature in 4th semester. In this video, what I wanna tell you is about a book that makes me so interested and I hope you can feel it too. So stay on this video! Okay guys, first, maybe I'm gonna tell you about what's novel, then how to analyze it. So, what's novel? A novel is a work of prose fiction that tells a narrative over an extended length. Then, how to analyze it? Reading a literature requires a different approach than reading a textbook. In literature, the meaning isn't often stated directly but it's implied. You have to get a sense on your own of what the word means instead of having the author explicitly saying. In particular, the following points are important to consider when reading and analyzing literature. First, characterization. Deals with how the characters are described, like what type of characters are they, and are the characters believable? Second, setting is a description of where and when the story takes place. For example, aspects of make up the setting like time of day and social condition. Third, plot and structure. Plot is the main sequence of events to make up the story. Example, how's the plot structured? Is it linear, chronological, or does it move back and forth? Third, conflict is the heart of the novel and is related to the main character. And the next is theme. Theme is the main idea, lesson, or message of the story. It's usually an abstract, universal idea about human condition, society, or life, to name a few. And the last is style. The author's style has to do with the author's vocabulary, use of imagery, tone, or feeling of the story. It has to do with his attitude towards the subject. In some novels, the tone can be ironic, humorous, cold, or dramatic. Francis Scott Key Fitzgerald is an American writer, essayist, screenwriter, and short stories writer. During his lifetime, he finished 4 novels: This Side of Paradise, The Beauty and Them, Tanner is Night, and The Great Gatsby. A 5th unfinished novel, The Last Tycoon, was published posthumously. Fitzgerald also wrote many short stories. Some of his novels are filmed, like The Beauty and Them, The Great Gatsby, Tanner is Night, and The Last Tycoon. Unfortunately, I don't find any awards of him, but the fact is, The Great Gatsby is his first successful novel and has filmed in some times. Now, I wanna tell you about a book that I've read. What's that? The Great Gatsby. The Great Gatsby was published in 1925 by F. Scott Fitzgerald. The real question is, why do I think that The Great Gatsby is cool? The answer to that comes from Gatsby's outlook and hope. I like how Fitzgerald put optimist character on Gatsby. It gives me inspiration to be stronger, though this life won't always give us sweet realities. He was born on poor family, but he became rich by work hard. I don't try to keep my focus on his wealth, but on how he behaved as a gentleman, and I like it. Nick Carraway, who told the story of Gatsby, lives on Long Island, but moves to West Egg and be a born businessman. The story begins on the evening after he drove over there to have a dinner with Tom Buchanan and his wife, Daisy. She was his second cousin, and meets their friend, who also a professional golfer, Jordan Becker. Tom meets Nick with his mistress, Myrtle Wilson, who also the wife of George Wilson, a mechanic. After a small party, the rich man lives in a giant mansion and have wildly extravagant parties every weekend. Nick starts a relationship with George. Nick knew that Tom and Daisy was married while Gatsby was in Europe. Nick planned something would make Gatsby and Daisy together and they become close, because Daisy was bored with Tom's adulterous, rude, and flirtatious character. Buchanan had confronted Gatsby while in Manhattan. They two argue about whose Daisy genuinely loves. Daisy says to love both of them, but she decides to return to Long Island with Gatsby, not Tom, but something bad happens. While drove Gatsby's car, Daisy accidentally kills a woman, who also Tom's mistress, Myrtle, which also George's wife.
The knot is slipping, love is blindness.
Nick, Jordan, and Tom investigate the accident. Tom tells George that the car that struck Myrtle is Gatsby's. Gatsby tells Nick his story with Daisy. He met and fell in love with Daisy. After a month, he must fight in World War I. 2 years later, before he could get home, she was married with Tom. Gatsby was too obsessed with getting Daisy back. After a day, George shoots Gatsby and himself. Daisy refuses to confess about her crime, and only a few people, including Gatsby's father, show up on his funeral, which is told from first point of view. I find each puzzle piece in each chapter, but all questions was answered one by one. The main theme of this novel is tragedy, because so many obstacles on Gatsby's and Daisy's love. My favorite character here is Gatsby, absolutely. From his unwilling character to be a rich man by self, work hard, and his endless love to Daisy. He's such a persevering man. Overall, I finished read this novel for 4 days. Honestly, I knew this story because I was little, but this novel is 3 stars rated. Yes, many people already know this, but I think it's better late than never to give you a bit knowledge about who's the Great Gatsby and all that jazz. Fitzgerald have a good way to arranging words into a neat, sad, yet romantic story inside. Though Daisy Buchanan and Jay Gatsby come from very different backgrounds, they are similar because they are addicted to achievement, their unrealistic expectations for being happy. Fitzgerald also portraying that to be happy, people cannot have boundless goals. He shows some belief in the idea that no matter what class anyone comes from, it is always possible for them to achieve success, like I said before. Okay guys, thank you for watching. I hope this video will be important to you all who need to know a little about the Great Gatsby. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye!